Sorry I'm late, everybody. I was enjoying my weekend. Josh has been posting some videos from his new place. Pretty exciting. Most unfortunately for him, I've seen it online that people have figured out where his trailer is. Of course, I have to discourage the idea of anyone messing with him since they know where he is. That stuff gets pretty scary. Not that it matters what I say. People are just going to keep sending him stuff and watch him get mad about it. I believe he said he's getting a P.O. box set up for if people actually want to send him things. Anyway, I'm just going to jump into this Skittles mead video. It's pretty long, and apparently he's like chilling in the kitchen of his new place or whatever. I think he might show it off a little bit, from what I've heard. So yeah, I don't know what to expect from this. Can you believe I didn't upload anything yesterday? Pretty crazy, right? Skittles mead. Does candy ferment like that? Like, wouldn't there be weird preservatives and stuff that would hinder it in some kind of way? I don't know.
From the depths of Casper, Wyoming. What is up, YouTube? It's
the
your boy,
depths of Casper, Wyoming? How deep are we?
Cobra, and you should recognize this by now. The wine-making jar.
Oh, there it is.
All right, so we're going to start off with...
I didn't realize it has a spout. Oh, it's probably a funnel that he got to
2 cups...
not make a big mess.
Pure granulated cane sugar.
Nice carton of sugar.
We got the funnel. We got our measuring cup.
Is that a
what kind of mead
C4?
are we going to make for this batch? This is officially the first batch in my new place.
I think it's going to be Skittles mead.
I'm glad you asked, fellow YouTubers.
Oh no, is that Puff's tank right there?
Because we're making...
He moved Puff's tank?
A Skittles mead. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. You add sugar to a liquid and you add yeast to that liquid. It converts all the sugar into alcohol. So we're going to give this...
pretty straightforward.
Yeast plenty of sugar to munch out on. 2 cups.
That's a lot of sugar. This guy's consuming a lot of sugar.
Check. What's
Oh,
next?
different shirt from the past 2 videos. That's interesting.
Because we're going to make mead, you want to add honey to your wine. Local hive, Rocky Mountain, raw and unfiltered, made in the good old US of A.
I guess the honey is what makes it mead, right? Otherwise, it's just some stuff he made.
Now we're going to dump all this honey. That's good honey. Into the jar.
Okay, Pooh Bear. Jesus Christ, it's a lot of sugar. Oh boy, man, I can only imagine how expensive that jar of honey is, right? If it's all local, whatever.
And we don't want to waste any of that honey, so we're going to take a little bit of cold water from the sink.
Why has it got to be cold?
Let all the excess drain out first.
Don't want to disturb the yeast.
Let's fill the honey thing up to about there.
Oh, he filled that sucker up with water.
This is just to get the excess off.
Alright, well, what else is going on? You ever put some pasta water in the sauce jar to loosen up the last bit? Because if you're going to put the pasta water in there anyways, as some do, might as well put it to work.
Some Skittles. Original Skittles.
Ah, yes. All flavors, or are we being particular here? I'm sure we're not. No sour Skittles?
Will this actually make a
You think that would negatively affect it to have like all that citric acid in there?
Mead? I do not know.
Maybe. Skittles. Fermented Skittles. I've heard of Skittles infused vodka. Let's get some M&Ms in there while we're at it. Guess how many Skittles are in the jar for a
But there's one way to
free jug of mead. Oh, another?
Go for another bag. Let's go for another bag.
This is such an insane amount of sugar. The yeast isn't going to eat all this. And if it did, you'd probably have like rubbing alcohol. God. This guy should make some sourdough.
It doesn't have any fruit in it. I'm not going to have to strain it in like 12 days.
You're not going to have to strain it?
And then we might need some like liquid to break it down. So we're going to add...
Yeah, we might need some liquid here to help it out.
Some C4 energy drink. This is a
oh my God.
Skittles flavor.
That's crazy. The Skittles flavor C4. Okay, yeah, that caffeine's really gonna fire up that yeast, I'm sure. I don't know how any of this works. This is crazy. Man, actually, the carbonation might break some of this stuff down. Who knows? Yeah, I can already see the Skittles changing color as it dissolves into the... Now, there's already so much honey and sugar in the water and C4 energy here. Oh, wow, it's just turning brown. Like, what's the point of, like, super saturation of water? Like, how much sugar can we dissolve into water until it's just like, nah, can't take anymore? Because, like, I'm sure he's going to hit that. Like, the liquid's just not going to be able to take on any more sugar.
Give that a stir. Oh, yeah, that tastes like heavy Skittles flavor. Okay, now we're going to add...
No kidding, it tastes a lot like Skittles.
Should we add another one? Let's add another can of our Skittles C4.
Oh, wow. What's the caffeine content of those bad boys? 200, maybe? Do you think this works?
I am using a turbo yeast.
Do you think there's any chance this actually works?
A little bit of room at the top for it to burp and do its thing.
Now, like, I feel like his original thought behind making the mead was like, oh, it'll be a cheaper way to get some alcohol if I just ferment some fruit juice. Now, like, there's no way this is cost effective. You got 2 share-sized bags of Skittles. Ugh, computer ran out of space to keep recording. God, I still gotta go through, like, and, like, find all the recordings I did of, like, long-ass live streams to make sure I, like, had them in case I needed them from, like, last month and whatever. All this stuff is taking up way too much space. Anyway, I don't remember what I was saying. I got cut off mid-sentence.
And again, I'm going to sit here and...
Music, the caption says. He's not even getting to the bottom. All the color's gone from the ones on the top, and it's just... I think I still see sugar sitting at the bottom, too. Get in there. Come on. Get in there. He's trying. He's trying. Wow, that must be a lot of work trying to stir that. Is there any shot this works? If it does work, I feel like it's gonna just, like, get out of hand so fast. Like, the bacterial bloom is going to be insane. No way. A third? A third energy drink? Okay. Get the yeast all fired up. He did such a horrible job of stirring this. I guess it doesn't really matter, but... My God! It's got so much in there. Alright, go. Yep, top it off. Top it off. Like... 80% of the liquid in this, at least, is energy drink. That's so goofy. What do you think it would taste like? Just like get a cup of this right now, as is. It would just be so concentrated. He's still not touching the bottom. Does he know he's not hitting the bottom? There's a whole layer that's just sitting there.
C4 energy drinks, they have like 200 milligrams of caffeine.
Oh, I was right.
So this will give our wine a little bit of caffeine punch.
A little. Got 600 milligrams of caffeine in that sucker.
That straight tastes just
normal
like
day for me, but...
Now, before we add our yeast, we're going to be using a turbo yeast that ferments in 48 hours.
Sure. Or less. I think this will move pretty quick, I'm thinking.
Yeast nutrients.
Ah, yes. That yeast needs something to eat, of course.
One cap going in there. Oop.
One for you, one for the yeast. What do you think the yeast nutrient tastes like?
So what we're gonna do is
Do you think it's like just like it's like vitamins and minerals for the yeast?
And pour a little bit into
Part of a balanced breakfast.
Got all of it? Yeah, I think that's the last of my 48-hour turbo yeast.
Okay. Is that not enough or what?
Hopefully that's enough.
It'll just have to work harder. Nice cabinets. How long till this place gets really gross? What is up there? Oh, this is Warheads up there on top of the fridge. You put them right back up on the fridge when he moved. That doesn't look like a whole lot. I don't know. I don't know how much you need, but it seemed like he was like hoping to like fill up that cup. Because it's a measuring cup. All right.
Enough yeast.
Okay. We'll see. Look at that pile of sugar. That's crazy. You gotta get some smaller, thinner object down in there.
Still going? Yeah, we're still going.
You got like a large kitchen knife, a chef's knife, maybe? Stab it down in there. Maybe the handle of the spoon. Just a thought. Or you could pop a lid on this sucker and just give it a good turn. Tip it over. Why is he doing such a bad job? Or at least just like dig in one spot. You don't have to... This is so aggravating. Like, just get in there.
But can you make...
This is so annoying.
Mead?
Just get in there.
I think I'm
My God.
the answer to that.
Go further. Come on. Boo. This is so aggravating. Please, he's so close.
As mixed up as I can.
No.
That's good enough.
At least just give it one of these on the counter. I don't know. Do something. Please, they're just sitting there. It wants to be dissolved. The sugar's not even wet. The liquid isn't even reaching it.
Alright, so I don't have my painter's tape unpacked yet, but I do have tape I can use because there is... Normally you wouldn't have to use tape, but there's a crack on the lid.
The painter's tape is not a sanitary seal. I don't know if he was aware of that.
And because it's not... doesn't have any fruit in it, I'm not gonna have to
I can't see that he's gonna have to burp this when there's just a big hole in the lid that he covered up with painter's tape.
Add water up to that line right there.
I remember one time he did this and he got mead in the that like water seal, whatever it is.
I lost the cap for the top, so I'm using a water bottle cap. That works.
Jeez. This guy's got quite a jank setup here. Broken lid, broken little seal.
We shall see, YouTube, if this turns into a Skittles mead.
Probably getting his place so sticky already. Nice granite countertop, bro.
A measuring cup up. Put the funnel back in the deal here.
Honestly, pretty nice looking place.
I did leave a little bit of room at the top.
People were hating. People were saying it looks miserable, looks small. I think it looks fine. Looks fine for just this one little guy.
So we'll stick this one for later on the fridge. Like 3 to 4 cans will do it. Now we need to add something.
I do think he's probably still bummed out about losing the apartment. I think he's probably like, yeah, I had a pretty good thing going there.
Tape to it.
It's got a whole little not an island, a little peninsula over there, little breakfast nook he's got over there. Pretty cool. Is this place? What's back there? Is that his bed back there, or is that a table or something? Is this a studio type of thing, or?
My lid's got a crack in it, so I gotta tape it here.
No, because he's got the YouTube room. Oh, you know what? He's probably sleeping in the living room and then having the YouTube room be its own thing. I wonder if he's renting this place, being that there's only one room he's allowed to smoke in.
Because duct tape fixes everything, am I right?
Probably. He's probably renting. I don't know. Duct tape, that's slightly better. I don't think it makes an airtight seal necessarily, but certainly not a sanitary one anyway. Wow, incredible work here. An artisan. How many of these goddamn energy drinks did he get?
When it's fermenting and doing its thing.
New fridge, you think? Probably didn't move the old fridge, right? Well, usually that's not how it
that
works.
Lip right there, so I can just tear it off when I'm ready to. Eventually, we'll be filtering it. I'm gonna give it about a month to ferment and do its thing, and then in a month or so, I'm going to strain it into a clean jar. But hopefully, that will make and turn into a delicious Skittles mead. Mead is basically a honey wine. My Viking ancestors made it.
Yours? Isn't this guy mostly English?
I'm gonna put this
British?
in the fermenting closet, or my new one, I should say.
Oh, he's got a fermenting closet in the new place. Let's go. He's scooting around, scuffing his feet through the place. What's up there, you think? What's up on top of the cupboards there? The cabinets. I don't know why I said cupboards. What is that? What is that up there? Some gnomes? What is that? Little kitchen knickknacks?
And now, YouTube, we wait.
Let's see that YouTube room while we're here. He scuffs around. Speed limit 420. It's too fast. Miles per hour? Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Jump scare.
Sitting there.
Sean jump scare.
There it is.
Yep.
That a month.
Can you give it a twirl? Please.
And hopefully
a month.
Have some Skittles flavored mead.
Hopefully. Otherwise it's just going to be rotting.
It only takes like 2 weeks to make and ferment into like 20%. But I like to give it 2 more weeks just to be on the safe side.
Whenever have you done that? You give it an extra 2 weeks when you make something you don't like the habanero one. Yeah, I'm gonna let this sit for a while. Okay, so really just kind of a decent look at the kitchen here for the most part. I guess the fermenting closet is in his YouTube room. What do you think? Is there any shot at all that this works? I feel like, I don't know, it's gotta be like too much of something, right? There's gotta be like something weird in like the energy drinks or the Skittles that's just gonna make the yeast like die, right? Well, I don't know, so probably like a good 8 days from now or something, he'll be like, all right, it's time to try this Skittles mead, because you know he's not gonna wait a whole month. Poor boy's probably trying to cut down on his drinking. Now people are just going to be sending alcohol to his house against his will. All right, well, again, sorry for the delay on this one. I guess I'll be trying to get caught up on everything today. So I'll see you for the next one. All right, bye-bye.